Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in the video with yet another video. Today I'm coming to you guys with a build video. We're gonna be changing it up a little bit on the channel. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling when it comes to a lot of stuff. Y'all probably been peeping. We gotta get to some different stuff. I got a real special thing coming very soon that we're gonna pivot towards real quick. It's called Hit Miss. I'm gonna get into that later. When it happens, it happens. Y'all will know what it is by the time it happens. I'm gonna go into detail later date. But as of right now, just know that it's coming very soon. People do Vlogmas. I'm gonna do something called Hit Miss. That's all y'all need to know. But for right now, for this video, we're gonna be going over the two-way slashing playmaker. This is a build that was very popular on 2K20. Every single time I dropped a video on it, y'all understood it was going to be the best version of that build. It was going to be the best build in that game. You didn't have to make anything else. So we're gonna be making a version of this. You can test it and see if you think it's the best build or not. Look at it and see. My opinion, I think it's a really underrated build. I haven't really seen too many people making videos on this or making this build. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how to do it. Go ahead, leave a like on this video. It helps it out, helps the video out a lot. Support it if you want to do that. Subscribe if you're new. But without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it.
I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I ride through your block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Alright, so first things first. First thing is going to be the vital. This is where you're going to be pretty much getting your position. The position you're going to be making this is at the small forward. Y'all been watching my build videos. All these builds been at the power forward. This build is actually at the small forward position. Alright, next for the vitals. This is where you're going to be getting your height, weight, wingspan. This is, in my opinion, like the new pie charts. They don't have pie charts in this game. Instead, it's really like the height, weight, wingspan. This is going to be altering your max caps for everything that you can be putting up. So the height weight was 6'6", weight 180 pounds, which is pretty much minimum, and then wingspan is 7'3" wingspan, which is pretty much max wingspan. Then the body type, that's the only thing that's not going to be changing these max caps, and we just went to build. That's completely up to you though, to be honest. When it comes to the body type, that's completely up to you. But if you want to make this build the best way, go with those height, weight, wingspan that I showed you guys. Alright, next. This is going to be by far the most important part of the video. If you just skip to this part, you're going to be able to see everything that I've shown so far. You're going to be able to see the position, height, weight, wingspan, all that. But when it comes to the attributes, this is where you're going to be pretty much making a two-way slashing playmaker for what it really is. This is how you're going to be able to get the name and stuff like that and make it the best way possible. So when it comes to the badge upgrades, you're going to get 8, 10, 28, and 18. For the 8, you're going to pretty much max out your driving layup to a 94. Actually, you don't max it out. You're going to be one notch out for being maxed out. Only thing that you're maxing out is actually post control, but the driving layup is at a 70 and the standing dunk is at a 54 to be able to get 8 badge upgrades. Then when it comes to the shooting, you're not going to be maxing out anything. It's going to be kind of weird. 3-pointers going to be at an 82. Mid-range is at an 81 and free throws at a 72. Then when it comes to the playmaking, pretty much everything on playmaking is max. Then when it comes to the defense, you're going to have a max defensive rebound, block, steal. Offensive rebound is going to actually be at a 67 to be able to get 18 badge upgrades. Then when it comes to the physicals, you're going to have a 90 speed, an 88 acceleration, 91 stamina because you don't need to go past 91. That's still going to get you to a 99 with gen rat and 99 overall, 70 vertical, and a 44 strength. That's going to be pretty much all the attributes. This is going to be a very well-rounded build. The only thing that you probably can say is it doesn't have the highest driving layup. It doesn't have the highest shooting possibilities, but you're going to actually have a decent shooting. On this game, you don't necessarily need badges because you don't have attributes, but you might actually need more badges than usual because these attributes at 99 are only at 86 3-pointer, which is still a really good 3-pointer. So don't get it twisted. You're going to play really good defense and be able to get boards. Only thing that's going to be a hole really is the interior defense because you definitely need that now. You're going to be getting dunked on a lot with a 25 interior. But if you want to be able to make the two-way slash and playmaker build, this is just the way you have to make it to be able to get that name. And all right, next is going to be the takeovers. I went over time and time again over what's the best takeover. When it comes to these build videos, I show you guys pretty much the same 2 takeovers for every single build: finishing moves and spot of precision. If I don't go finishing moves or spot of precision, I pretty much always go ankle breaking shots, because that's pretty much going to be like the most fun takeover. But you can go with any of these takeovers, because later on you're going to be able to change it with Mama Mentality badge, because you can change your badge with that. But for this build, I ended up going with finishing moves and ankle breaking shots. That's going to be the best way to take ankles and best way to get contact dunks. So that's like a pretty good fun combo. So that's pretty much the takeovers I end up going with for this build. And the build comes out as a 2-way slashing playmaker. Wait till you see the similitudes: LeBron James, Latrell Sprewell, and DeMar DeRozan. So yeah, man, those are actually some pretty phenomenal similitudes. All we got left to go is the best badge setups for this build. So let's go ahead, hop straight into it. All right, so first things first, for the finishing badge setup, we got 8 badge upgrades to work with. So we're gonna go with 2 Hall of Fame, pretty simple. Hall of Fame Posterizer, Hall of Fame Celebrity Finisher. You could take some other ones, but you don't necessarily need any of these other badges at all. If you had those 2 badges, you're gonna be able to get the best animation possible, and you're gonna be able to get a contact dunk every single time. That's going to be as overpowered as you really need to be with a build like this. You already have a 94 driving dunk. You don't really need to go too crazy. You only want to dunk with this build because your driving layup isn't even that high. And with that being that low, you have Celebrity Finisher to get you the best animation possible and create as little contact as possible, especially for layups, so you can get that most open layups possible every single time. So that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Now, I kind of did it a little different compared to what people would do. I ended up going blinders, deadeye, and deep threes. When it comes to a lot of these shooting badges, you don't necessarily need these to shoot. I did go deep threes because you did have a lower 3-pointer, so I feel like deep threes is going to help you a lot. Now, when it comes to deep threes for me, it says it only helps you on deep threes, but when it comes to me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I shoot deep threes better than I do on the line because of deep threes. So yeah, I feel like that's actually a very important badge. If you can stretch the floor that much, it just makes it very, very overpowered and hard to guard. Deadeye and blinders are pretty much the only 2 badges you actually need, because these badges, like, without them, you're gonna get crazy contests every single time. So Deadeye and blinders are gonna be limiting those contests, especially on closeouts in all situations, whether they're coming from the side, from your peripheral, or just any type of closeout in general. That's gonna be limiting that as much as possible, and that's going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. You can also go with badges like Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter, a lot of other badges, but this is just the badges I feel like this badge in particularly just need. And all right, for the playmaking badge setup. Now, usually we can get quick first step to Hall of Fame because we're at the power forward, but at small forward, you have to have a way higher ball handle. So with that being said, we're gonna have to go with gold quick first step. Same thing with ankle breaker because we didn't reach the thresholds, but when it comes to these other badges, we have Hall of Fame, handles for days, unpluckable, needle threader, bullet passer, bailout. Bailout is gonna help you get better in any situation. So if you get a bad animation, you can pretty much get bailed out. That's actually a kind of needed badge now because it makes you fumble the ball so bad if you don't have it on. You don't really necessarily need it on if your teammate's used to it, but I would kind of like to have something like that to make it do a dot every single time, make them catch it the best way possible. Unpluckable is gonna help you not get ripped. Now, when it comes to getting bump stolen, that's not gonna really do much against that. Just let you know, handlers for days is gonna do a really, really good job at canceling out the stamina issue in this game, especially with a high stamina. I'm not really sure how it works with a low stamina because I don't make builds like that. So if you have a low stamina, I don't know how well handlers for days is gonna work. But badges like needle threader and bullet passer are gonna make the passes just as fast as possible, no matter what type of passes you're doing. Lob, flashy, doesn't really matter. Outlet, it doesn't matter. It's gonna make your passes just that much faster. Needle threader, same thing, but it's not gonna be making it faster. It's gonna make it a lot harder to steal. So making a pass harder to steal, that I don't really know how that really works, but it does. The badge definitely works. It's gonna be a lot harder. Now, badges like interceptor and pickpocket are very overpowered. So you see we have bullet passer, needle threader, and unpluckable all in Hall of Fame. That's just to pretty much make sure that we cancel that out as much as possible. Then we got stop and go on silver just so we can get the fastest quick stops possible, since without having it on nothing. So yeah, it's gonna make your quick stops just that much faster. It's that simple. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And last but not least is going to be the best defensive badge setup for this build. So we're going to have 3 Hall of Fame and 2 gold. So we're going to have rim protector, chase down artist, clamps. Clamps is going to help you play the best on-ball defense possible, whether you're playing full court, half court, guarding screens, or strictly predominantly playing ISO. This is amazing for guarding ISO. So that's pretty much the main reason why people want that. And it's going to help people not blow by you as much. Now, if you have a high strength, it's going to help you even more. You have a lower strength, it's not gonna be as good, but it's still gonna be very good. So yeah, you definitely need a badge like this on every build this year, especially with how many people ISO. Chase down artists, that's gonna pretty much help you get a lot more chase down blocks. Remember that they're gonna help you get a lot more blocks. It's gonna help your teammates get more takeover when you get hard fouls. Like that park is gonna help your teammates get takeover. It's gonna unlock block animations like chase down artists. It's gonna be enhancing chase down artists, and a badge like Intimidator, which is gonna be getting you the best shot contest every single time. If we add that goal, that's gonna be helping you on the perimeter defense, the interior defense, all that type of stuff. It's a very, very good badge. People can steal green, very high contest depending on what the percentage is. But you want to have a badge that's going to help you get your hot contest as high as possible at all times. It can actually make the game a little bit more annoying because people make these crazy shots now. And then we got Rebound Chaser to be able to get every single board possible, get us the best snag animation possible every single time. But yeah, man, it's going to be the best defensive badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, it's going to be the best two-way slashing playmaker build on next gen NBA 2K21. If you guys want me to drop some more build videos, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of build videos coming soon, man, because I'm gonna wait till a lot more people get the games and start dropping the stuff I was dropping, because I feel like I was just dropping that to drop it at that point, because it just feel like a lot of people didn't really need that. A lot of people didn't want to see that. So I'm going to give people what they want. I got a very, very crazy amount of series coming out in that Hitman. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go over that in detail. But yeah, man, if you haven't already, go ahead. Please do drop a like on this video. It really does help the video out a lot. It makes it go out to a lot more people. So I really would appreciate it if you drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. We're on this road to 100K. So I really would appreciate it if you drop that sub. But turn on post notifications. The first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think as well. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man, and I'm about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah! Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.